Welcome to Sacred Wandering with Keira. My friend, this is a corner of the world where time stops, where the noise in our minds quiet, where we have soft hearts and we open our palms and we ask. This is a place where we receive. I invite you to join me as we wander through the sacred together. Welcome to Sacred Wandering. Good morning. It is January 1st, 2026. We just had a 2-week break from Sacred Wandering, but I hope that you did not take a 2-week break from your prayers. I am so alive with the new year. I am so alive with newness. I love newness more than anything. I love new creations. I love beginnings. I love babies. And the new year fills my being with an energy that I can only describe as ecstatic, pure bliss, because there is so much hope in newness. And so today we are going to begin in that frequency. This year is going to be a year that radically transforms every piece of who we are. It is going to activate ourselves to match the frequency of our divine self. And this year, we will pull miracles down from the heavens. And it is going to be a year of wild, magnificent wonder. Are you ready? I am so ready for this. So let's begin with our breath. And I invite you today that as you breathe, imagine that this is new air, new oxygen that you are breathing in for the first time. And I want you to breathe that breath into the very edges of your body, any space inside of you that feels stagnant or stuck. We're going to breathe this frequency in. And as we breathe out, we're going to let go of all the past, for it does not need to arrive with us in the future. So we're going to breathe in and out. And in and out. One more. And out. I'm going to call in all of our angels, all of our guides. I'm going to ask that they will come and sit right now with us to prepare us as we leap forward into the beginning of this year with such sacred devotion. And I'm going to read to you a message I received a few months ago, but it seemed so perfect for today. These are the words that God spoke to me. I've just been waiting for you to ask. What you ask, it shall be given. How about that tease us off into the most miraculous year of our lives? That for everything that you need, you ask. And as you ask, it will be given. And may I remind you that doesn't mean that if you ask for your $5 million house today, that you're going to get it. That's not what I believe that holy text is for. Instead, it is that if you ask for clarity, you ask for solutions, you ask to know the mysteries of God. If you ask, you shall receive. And so this year, I invite us to get more precise with our ask. For it is the precision of the ask that magnetize the results that we seek. And when you get precise with your ask, well, God delivers precisely. So today, as we go into prayer, I'm inviting you to ask for a vision for this year. Ask that God may show you who you are to become this year. And in that asking, we will receive. So once you pick that ask up, you're going to put it into God. We're going to allow God to use the frequency of our ask to turn into the result. Before we go into prayer, we're going to also ask that God will touch our cells, that our cells may begin to vibrate in the frequency of miracles, that God may place the blueprint of our future self into the very pituitary gland of our being. And the pituitary gland will then place this pattern throughout the cellular structures inside of us. That our divine future pattern is the pattern our cells begin to know now. And as they know it, so it becomes. So take a nice breath in as we let your cells reorganize, restructure, and begin to follow their new pattern. Breathing in and out. And in. And in. And now we ask that God will place his hands on our head to give us a blessing, that we may receive this vision, the vision to what we are asking for. And I will be quiet while you pray. Take a nice deep breath in. And if you are still receiving the vision, just place pause until it completes for you. But I'm going to ask that this vision that you've been given will begin to become woven throughout the center of your heart. For the heart is what pumps the blood through the body. And so if we place this vision within the heart will bump up against this vision every time it's pumping blood through you. And as the heart does this, the body begins to become the vision. You see, we are the blueprint of the visions that God gives us. It is not something we have to attain. It is not something that we seek for or that we overperform to have. We are it. And when we become the vision, well, the vision just naturally arrives. For so within is also outside. And this is the work that I aim to really understand this year. Is that if we fully grasp we are the blueprint of the vision just naturally arrives. So now I would like you to open your palms and you're going to ask God, what is the number one action I need to do today that is going to bring this vision into being? You're going to breathe in and out. We're going to ask that God will begin to prepare the path for such miracles to arrive, that the doors will begin to appear, that the right people will show up, that the finances will arrive just in time as they always have and always will do. For God is never late. God is always on time. And we're going to breathe in and we are going to breathe out. And my love, today I want to remind you of how powerful you are, For the very source that we sit with in prayer also pulses through us. And when we remember this and when we see this, all becomes available. I want to thank you for wandering into the sacred with me today. And I will see you tomorrow morning in our prayer corner. Thank you for wandering into the sacred with me today. If this episode moved or inspired you, I encourage you to share it. Think of someone who needs this message today and text it to them. Let's add more light to the world by welcoming people into our prayer corner together. I also want to invite you to create your own prayer corner at home, a space set apart where you can return again and again to hear God's voice. To support you, I've created the Sacred Space course, which guides you step by step in locating, creating, and dedicating your very own sacred space. You're also welcome into the Sacred Wandering Facebook group, where you can share the blessings that God is giving you and be uplifted by others walking this path. You can find both of these resources in the show notes, or just send me a DM on Instagram at Keira Brinton, and me or my team will send them directly to you. I want to thank you for being one of the rare humans who chooses to sit at the foot of God, to ask, listen, and do. And as always, I want to thank you for wandering into the sacred with me.